The water feature, I got rid of it. I didn't feel like dealing with it. I hadn't even put the solar fountain in it. I love the sound that it makes, but there is a lot of upkeep. With the storms, I should have staked it up higher. So this is my own fault. Baby, with all this rain, look at the weeds. You know this ain't even me. You know this is not how. That okra, you don't want to act right. I will pull it up. Hey friend, I'm having another SAM day in the garden because I just came out to check on things. We were supposed to get some rain today, but I have a feeling it's going to pass over us because it should have been rain. So I do have some minor updates for the garden. We're leaving for vacations soon. My friend's going to come and water, but you know, I've had some pest pressure, so I am a little concerned. So as far as my collard greens, excuse me, I'm gonna harvest them and my romaine lettuce. But I did buy some stuff. So me and friend went to Menards yesterday and they were having sales because they're trying to clear out the plants, right? And I have been wanting a patio variety of tomatoes and they had them on sale for $3.50. So I got these and they actually already have tomatoes on them. I got this one and this one, and then I got some more peppers. So this one is, oh, let me zoom out, a giant Marconi, and then this one is a Felicity pepper. I also up-potted the last tomato plant I got from friends, so that was happy. But I had trimmed my tomato plants that I already had. This was actually looking much better, but I think it's been too much water. Because it looked like they took, and it was standing up like really perky the other day, but I feel like it rained too much and that might be too much water. I don't know. And this one even perked up and even had flowers. Flowers started to grow. Let's see. So yeah, I don't know, but we'll see if they take. I feel like they will. The water feature, I got rid of it. I didn't feel like dealing with it. I hadn't even put the solar fountain in it. I love the sound that it makes, but there is a lot of upkeep because it's just a small space. So friend needed another pot. I mean, as do I. But I'd rather him take it and dump out the rocks for me and take it as opposed to me having to do it. So I'd rather him had it. So he dumped out the rocks and took it. Glad. I'm going to probably extend out the pavers so I can continue with my sitting area that I'm going to put actually right here. That one stem, a lot of the stems are breaking. You know what? It's my own fault because with the storms, I should have staked it up higher. So this is my own fault, and it had tomatoes growing. That's unfortunate. So before I make that another mistake, look, all these stems are breaking. They're breaking where I have it staked up. Oh, so before I make that mistake somewhere else, let me get some stuff to stake that up. Hold on. So yeah, this is my fault. I should have came out here and staked it up. I should have, and I didn't. So I'm losing those. I feel like there's another one I'm losing. Let's see, let's fix this one before I lose those plants. I don't know. Well, that's attached to that. Okay. Because this is attached to this one that's broken, you know. Yeah, it was attached by this. What do I do? I mean, It's still alive. It got flowers, but now it wants to stay like that. See? Hold on. See? Let's see what I can do. All right, so now I got the main vine that was broken staked back up. Now I got this one. I kind of don't want to cut it because it has flowers. Man, I tell you, these stems like to stick together. I would like to stake it up. I staked this one up. You see how that went, and it's falling. I went and got 2 more of these. I'll use one because I lost that stem. I kind of want to keep all the stems I can. I wasn't actually expecting to do all this, so I just have my phone. I don't even have my camera or my phone stand. Oh. All right, that looks better. I gotta fix that one. Let's see. This tool is so thin that these are actually poking right through it. But we don't want to lose another branch. I'm gonna have to trim this off. Ugh. Let's see. Let's do some trimming. Yeah, that was growing all crazy. I would trim this one. It's got flowers. Oh, I should have stayed up on keeping these trimmed better. I just leave them all in the grass. When we mow it, it'll get chopped back up and return into the dirt as nice fertilizer. All right, let's see how it does now. This is growing well. I see some flowers. I get a little happy with the clippers, so let me make sure I'm cutting what I mean to cut. Like a stem like this, I would definitely put in the dirt. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that now. See, I'm doing this with one hand. I'll trim the bottoms off. Ugh, can't do it with one hand. Hold on. All right. I'm going to stick it right in the dirt. See this one. Thinking back, if y'all was watching my other videos, would you ever think that those measly peasly struggling tomato plants were gonna look like this? Like, for real. Let's be for real. Who would have thought? And I got tomatoes growing. I think these are the yellow, the hybrid tomatoes. Still didn't fix that signage. These two are beef steaks, so yellow hybrids, beef steaks. And these are the other tomatoes that I trimmed and put in small pots. Again, they're not looking the best, but they got flowers. Baby, with all this rain, look at the weeds. You know this ain't even me. You know this is not how I roll. But it's gonna be how I roll for now. Even this massive, because this is not an onion. Dude, what? What in the world? You gonna take up the space? No, this is... I'm sorry, onions. I'm sorry. Oh. I let things get away from me. Now I gotta put that onion back in the dirt. I'm so sorry. I disturbed you. These carrots are just... I don't think my carrots got this big last year at all. Let's see if anyone is ready to be picked. No, it's still kind of small. Still kind of small. I did harvest some of my peas. Gooseberries taking off. The stir-fry seeds I dropped a week ago, they already growing. That okra, y'all. Let me tell you something. If that okra don't want to act right, I will pull it up. I will. I wasn't necessarily growing the okra for the taste. It was for the flowers, for the pollinators. That if I got some okra out of it, what else? But it ain't my favorite thing in the world. But if that okra don't want to act right, I will be planting something else in there. Please believe me. Oh, them gladiolas, they said we ready to go. But I do got nasturtiums coming in. Zay mowed the lawn yesterday. He mowed the back, I mowed the front. So I still need to come weed whack. How I'm not feeling today. Friends, thanks for hanging with me with this quick little garden look-a-loo. I might go back and trim my tomatoes. I'm not worried about not trimming the suckers. I'm just trimming really long branches that don't have any flowers or anything, and trying to create space so they can breathe. Hey friend, I'm having one of those days where I'm not showing my face. So I'm out here. It's Saturday, it's like the 27th, and I'm doing more garden chores. Should have got out here earlier, but it's an overcast day, so we should be okay. But I was just working. Hold on. And I decided, let me pick up the camera real quick. I'll be leaving on vacation in a little bit, but I wanted to clean up the garden for my friend to make it easier for when he comes to water. Right now it's looking like it's going to be rain all while I'm gone, so if so, then sorry I keep blowing bugs off me. That's like the only thing I got to worry about is bugs. But I came in here and I harvested all the collard greens, cleaned up the cabbages, because especially this one, the bugs are really attacking it. And then I yanked two of the very large collard greens from here, and I'm leaving these two. And then I'm gonna plant the two peppers that I got from Menards over here, and then just cover these two. But I'm leaving these two because they never really had a chance to grow because they were being outshadowed by the two larger ones that were here. While I'm doing that, I'm going back in, treating everything with DE. But my slow tail forgot I should have watered with pond water. So friend has a pond and he cleaned out his filters and he gave me his pond water. So I'm using that as fertilizer for when I'm watering. I don't really have a measurement how much I'm putting in. I'm just putting in what feels good to my soul into a container and then filling it the rest of the way with the rainwater. So I am going to go back and get those, but at a later moment. But I'm going to go in and water those, and then also use that water for the bell peppers that I'm going to plant in those empty spots. And then I'm going to go back through and water everything from here and here because I'm making my way downtown. So I'll water those bell pepper plants. I need to clean them up because they have some dead leaves I want to clean up. I'm going to treat them with the DE, go down to the peas, harvest lettuce that's in with the peas, but fertilize it and water it with the pond water. And I'm just going to go and do everything around the garden. I did clean up a lot of the morning glories that are growing in the grass. I pulled those up, and you know, I had said in my last video I just throw everything into the grass and then we mow it up later, but the issue is we're not going to mow the lawn anytime soon. So I'm going to go ahead and yank all these things up and put them in the compost over there that I never talk about because I don't take care of it. And maybe later on today I will weed whack. Zay mowed the lawn 2 days ago, so I'll weed whack. But that's basically what is going on. My peppers, they're doing well. They have buds. Some of them are starting to grow, but I just feel like they need to be fertilized. Some of the leaves are looking a little pale. And I picked a lot of the cabbage leaves that were touching the bed. The ones that look really bad, I just put in a pile. But some that look decent, I kept. Because you could cook them like, you know, collard greens. And I have eaten them together. But that's basically what I'm doing now. I'm in my nightgown. It's a long one. I wear maxi dresses as nightgown. And I have on my bonnet. And I'm just out here looking crazy, haven't brushed my teeth. Nothing, Jesus. I came over to treat and picked my parasailing lettuce. I wish I had caught it, but I was too slow. Man, they were skedaddling up out that pot. It was almost like they were saying, help me, help me. Look how big those earwigs got. They was just up in there chilling. I'm getting hot. I finished over here. I finished this, finished that, finished here. Look at that watermelon that's growing. You see it? I did my green stalks, harvested the lettuce out of there. I have ants in one of my potato crates, but that's okay. But I watered all of these. I just need to water this. This is the last thing I need to water. But I just put the DE down, so I might wait. And I gotta decide what I'm gonna do with this big old long morning glory seed. I don't know yet. But let's see. I need to be done now. I just saw the time. I could come back to this. I gotta wake up Chris and get ready for karate. So I'll pick you up later. I came out here, as you can tell, it's dusk, to check on my plants after, you know, doing everything I did today. It took me forever to wash and clean all the collard green leaves and process them, get them ready to be frozen, and romaine lettuce. And I just came out here because it's a beautiful night. I hope I could catch them. But ever since I decided to leave all the leaves in the back, the lightning bugs have really made it a return in my yard. Like, and I don't know if I could catch them. They're like really over there. But I love the way this looks at night. Now, the dog area, not so much, but we just keep our back turned to it. We look this way. We look this way. It's not really being picked up. I should have used my other phone or my camera, but I just love the way this looks at night. I hope I'm getting the lightning bugs and look, there's one flying by me.